NBC 33 News Morning Edition.
Welcome back. You're watching NBC 33 News Morning Edition. I'm Emily Turner. Today is Wednesday, March the 26th. Storm Tracker 33 meteorologist Jesse Venturella is back with a quick check on your Wednesday weather. Hi, Jess.
Hey, we're waking up this morning at 39 degrees, so it is quite cool out there. Feels like temperature around 34, and temperatures across the state, upper 30s here, 44 in Lafayette, 47 in New Orleans, low 30s to the north, below freezing in Jackson, at the freezing mark up there in Monroe. Everyone else above freezing, but still cool to start off the day. Now, the clouds in the radar picture shows that we are mostly clear now, but some higher clouds starting to move in from the west, and that'll be the story for today. Just increasing cloud cover, becoming partly to mostly cloudy, especially by the afternoon and evening. So notice the day planner, mostly clear for the morning, 42 at 8 a.m., 56 by 11 a.m. Nice afternoon, 63 with more cloud cover. That'll be about our high temperature by 2 o'clock. Still pleasant at 5 o'clock at 62 degrees, and then into the evening we're down to about 53 by 8 p.m. More cloud cover during the evening hours, and then by 11 o'clock tonight, not as cool, down to about 51 degrees at that point, and we'll stay in the low 50s and drop into the upper 40s in some spots as we head overnight. Let's take a look now at the traffic cameras this morning, and things look good still on all the roadways. No major incidents to report to you at this point, which is good. Just buckle up and drive safely. Traffic is supported by Peyton Murphy at the Murphy Law Firm.
6:31, and here's new information this morning on the double shooting at the U.S. Naval Base in Norfolk, Virginia. Navy officials say the suspect who shot and killed a sailor Monday night did not bring his own weapon, but took the gun he used from another sailor. The shooting took place aboard the guided missile destroyer, the USS Mahan, around 11 Monday night. The naval station's commanding officer says the suspect was able to disarm the first sailor, then shoot and kill his victim before he was killed by security forces. The investigation continues today on what the civilian's motives were, but we're told he did have a credential that allowed him to get on the base and on the ship.
I wouldn't say that it affects the way that we necessarily screen people, but of course it's going to make us look at our procedures and make sure that we tighten up to make sure that we're doing everything that we're supposed to do in accordance with our standard operating procedures.
Monday's shooting happened just months after a September incident at the Washington Navy Yard when a gunman with clearance killed 12 people. More synthetic drug arrests tops your NBC 33 crime tracker today. Baton Rouge police say they busted 8 people after raiding 2 local smoke shops. Everyone who was arrested worked at the stores. Authorities found over 400 packages of fake weed worth about $300 at the Fun Smoke Shop on Plank Road, and about 10 times more than that at the Fun Time Novelties Smoke Shop on Hewwood Avenue. The arrests come after the state declared a new war on synthetic drugs. 8 new types of fake weed are now illegal statewide. It's after a spike in synthetic weed overdoses. Meantime, state police is coming off a huge bust of its own. On I-10 this weekend, troopers seized more than 1,000 pounds of real marijuana with an estimated street value of $1.5 million. State police say they found the weed and other drugs like cocaine after 3 separate traffic stops between Baton Rouge and Lafayette. Several people are behind bars this morning. It's believed the drugs came from Mexico. Someone is passing out hateful flyers in the Acadiana area telling Eunice residents the KKK is awake. This flyer was passed out in one predominantly black neighborhood over the weekend. Authorities say it isn't illegal to pass them out since no one was threatened. There are phone numbers at the bottom of the flyers, and it appears whoever is behind them is looking to recruit members. State police have the flyers, and so does the FBI. At the state capitol, during a budget meeting, lawmakers heard more about Louisiana's tax amnesty program that was really popular last year. We're talking about last year's program that allowed residents and businesses who were behind on taxes to pay up and avoid penalties and fines. It helped Louisiana fill holes in the budget. According to officials, Louisiana raked in $435 million under the program last year. Revenue Secretary Tim Barfield says the state could realistically collect another $100 million this year. Barfield told a House committee that more people would participate in the program if they could pay in installments and not one lump sum. No word when the 2014 edition of the tax amnesty program will start. Also at the state capitol, some lawmakers want to reform payday loans. Louisiana does have a loan sharking law. Under it, lenders charging absurdly high interest rates could be charged with a felony. But here's the problem with that. That law does not include payday lenders. That's why the group Together Louisiana is pushing for new state laws that would put a 36% cap on interest rates.
To add population in our jails, but these people are preying on the people that can least afford to be preyed upon. And we're going to stop it.
I want to be a voice for people that are still doing payday lending, that it come to pass, that it is changed, so we can be able to get money when we're in desperate situations, but not become victims.
Together Louisiana has been researching payday loans for over a year now. They say changes to current laws will help many Louisianians get out of debt. Indiana is dropping Common Core. It's the first of 45 states to pull out of the controversial National Education Program that provides benchmarks on what students should be learning in math and reading at each grade level. The debate on what to do with Common Core in Louisiana has already started. It's one of the hottest topics this legislative session. State lawmakers are already picking apart bills that would spell or could spell the end for Common Core here. A new apartment complex is changing Baton Rouge's Spanish Town neighborhood. Mayor Kip Holden and other city leaders celebrated the grand opening of The Elysian at 13th and Spanish Town. It's a mixed income complex, and a majority of the 100 units have cheaper rent for people who qualify. Residents have started moving in over the last couple months, and The Elysian is already 70% full.
I love the part of town because I see people walking and riding bikes all over town all the time. I'm like, this is a place for us to be. We don't have to drive. They got restaurants. They got a little bit of everything around town. I thought that was awesome.
The project was sponsored in part by the Parish Redevelopment Authority. The group's main goal is to create more affordable housing here in Baton Rouge. Here's something you don't see every day. Tens of thousands of corn dogs all over a highway. We'll tell you which Louisiana highway right after the break.